I saw my love. That is love.
Hey, it's Eddie Muentes. You're watching Hit Video and Film, and in the house, Apache Ramos. Welcome to the show, Apache.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Man, this is so cool to see you again. It's been years, man.
It's been years, Papi. It's been years. Eddie Muentes, it's good to see you again after all these years from my days with Streetwise Records and Criminal Records, but I'm back on the scene. I was an actor in The Warriors, original cast member, The Orphan, and we're doing a new film now called Vamp Bikers, and I brought the cast here to see you, and you're the first. We want you to have it first, Eddie, because you've always been good to me in my records and got my records played. I want to introduce you to the cast.
I'm Alexandra Cohen-Spiegler. I'm playing the Vampire Queen.
Show them fangs, baby. Show them fangs, yeah.
What's up, man? I'm Rebel from TFC. They're fucking crazy in Brooklyn, MC. I play a brother, biker, who becomes a vampire slayer.
What's up? My name is Skulls. I'm from Metal Militia MCs, Bronx, New York. Homeless crew. I play a vampire, some psychotic dude, you know, a little crazy, confused, and everything else.
Yeah, he's illmatic.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Eric Rivas. I'm directing Vamp Bikers. We just won Coney Island Film Festival for like a remake of The Warriors, and we're lucky enough to have Apache with us. We also have Snow, Brian Tyler being in the film, and we got Dorsey Wright, who played Cleon, the war chief of the Warriors, to be in Vamp Bikers with us. So we're very proud of it, and we're proud to be, interviewed by you today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Siobhan Alexander, and I'm one of the Vamp Girls.
Hi, I'm Ilana Justin, and I'm also one of the Vamp Girls.
There's two original other cast members from the Warriors, Brian Tyler, aka Snow, and Dorsey Wright, who was War Chief Cleon for the Warriors. So Vamp Bikers have three, not one, not two, but three original cast members for the Warriors. But I'm not here to talk about them old ass Warriors. I'm here to talk about these new bloods here that I met. Eric Rivas, who's the director. You need to know who he is, because you're going to be really want to be part of his shows in the future.
It's Eddie Muentes. You're watching Hit Video and Film. In the house, Eric Rivas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Winner of the Coney Island Film Festival.
Coney Island Film Festival, yeah.
You know, that must be an exciting experience for you, isn't it?
It was super exciting. I mean, I just decided to make a film about trying to remake The Warriors, and in the process of trying to remake The Warriors, I winded up meeting at least 5 of the original members of the cast, and 3 of them have really become part of us and have joined our team for the future film Vamp Bikers. So it's a dream.
When you casted the people for the first film, the remake, did you already have Vamp Bikers in the can?
Not at all, not at all. Because I when I met Mark and when I met Rebel, I know Rebel for a long time, but when I met Mark and Rebel, I realized how easy it was to work with them, and the Bikers actually are really good actors and very disciplined. So since they were so easy to work with, I said, why not start another film with them being, another core, part of the movie. So, they're very good to work with.
When are you going to get to the film festivals? I'm anxious to get to see this.
We already are going to send this to Coney Island Film Festival for sure. We want to hit Sundance. We want to hit Tribeca. And we're going to try to hit everything that's big. I mean, we're just trying to get our name out there, Trying to let people know what we do. I mean, I think we're doing things in a unique way, and we got guys that are shooting for us that probably would cost a lot of money, but they're doing it out of love. Everybody's doing it out of love, so everybody's kicking in and throwing in money, so we're blessed.
That comes back in the end. I mean, even when it goes to DVD.
Even you helping us right now.
Hey,
it's beautiful.
It's all part of the system. We're all part of the mechanism to get those people out there to know what's going on.
That's right.
Especially in New York, we're all about New York.
Oh yeah. We're totally New York. This is a whole New York project, completely, top to bottom.
So was there any difficult moments putting this film together?
I mean,
I get some laughter.
Tell them what you've been going through.
Just say it. I mean, I don't know. It's everything was surmountable. Like, we were able to pass everything. So it's almost like I'll say no, but we did have some tough moments. There was a moment where we had 30 bikers in the sand, and it was almost 100 degrees, and the DJ starts playing when we're gonna flip the camera. So as the editor, oh my God, the sound's gonna be different on the other cut.
Yeah.
We were gonna crack his
And we call Anne-Marie, who's Anne-Marie who had surgery today. Anne-Marie, we gotta shout out Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie.
And she can't be here today. But Anne-Marie, we said, Anne-Marie, go shut down the DJ, and she walked over to the Coney Island DJ, and she came back. It was off. They were like, you can shoot the rest of it. So the bikers loved us. Everybody loved us. It was a good day. It could have been a bad day. It could have been really uncomfortable.
Well, you see some of the smoothest situations happen in the worst moments.
Yeah, we're blessed, man. We're blessed. Apache's been a spiritual manager, and he's been giving us his all. And from the moment I met Apache, he said, I said, yeah, we want you to come down here. He said, oh, well, the Orphans was invited. I was like, this time they are. And this time they get the red carpet. I was like, so that's it, you know. But he's a man.
Back to the struggles of the old days. So, all right, so now you were able to put this together quite quickly, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, Lost in Coney Island really was a matter of me probably getting about $700 together. I had this older man, about 7 years old, that was the cameraman who quit on me halfway through, so I had to figure out how to do it. He just had cataract surgery that week, and I had
you put him in the film.
I had eye surgery that week. It was like 2 blind people trying to do this film. But thank God it was like 100 degrees every day, so you didn't have to worry about the light. You just have to focus.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's it.
Yeah, I have a feeling they retired the Made in Coney Island category. I'm not saying because of us, but maybe because the hurricane. Whatever. Just this part of the city was messed up. Yeah, that thing shut us down badly. I mean, we were ready to shoot Vamp Bikers, and I mean, we were trying. Okay, I'll meet you. How you gonna meet me? Are the trains ain't working? Okay, well, we'll try. And we're like, forget it. Just wait. And it was like a lesson in patience. But you know, Rebel kept saying to me, "Yo, nothing works in December, Spade. Nothing works in December." And I was like, "Oh God." So in the end, we winded up taking it slow. But you know, like all things, maybe sometimes you got to go slow for something to be good. You know?
Sure.
And these guys are not actors playing bikers. These are bikers that could act. You know? That's the difference.
Yeah. So how did you know that these bikers had that talent in them?
Well,
were they casted first, or?
I'll tell you, it's very interesting. I met Mark on the casting call, and I saw Mark in his biker gear, and I was like, "Mark, I'm making some of the Warriors," and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was cool." And we started to hang out, and one day we had a beer, and I'm like, "Mark, if you asked your friends to come on bikes, would they come?" And he was like, "Let me ask him." He asked me, he goes, "I'm gonna introduce you to someone." I go to a bar, I'm getting ready to meet somebody, I don't even know who it is. Who walks in? Rebel. I know Rebel. But we knew each other vaguely. So we started talking, and when I saw Rebel's personality, I said, wait a minute. I said, you know, this guy named Dutch is gonna play the quiet guy. I said, Rebel's gonna be the wild one. And Rebel just took to acting. He loves it. He loves it. Mark and Rebel love acting, and they're both amazing actors, and it's surprising because they never acted really. So.
Let me tell you something. These two guys, which may be even more interested in this this ensemble here, these guys can really act. You know, I mean, they come from the heart and they're strong. And the fact that they're real bikers really fascinated me. And when you see their colors,
that's acting. That's not acting.
That's right.
And you know, these guys have different skills too. Like I call Reb the Renaissance man because if you ever see his graffiti work, it's incredible. My man Mark is a mixed martial artist. I mean, it's just incredible. And I, as a cast member from the Warriors, had no idea what the Warriors meant to the biker community. And they treated me with nothing but love, and I was like, we love it.
You don't know how many people this is gonna reach, and those people out there. As soon as I posted that you guys were gonna come here, all of a sudden getting all these messages from all these people, how this whole movie brought them back in time, and this is actually a cult film. when I think about it, see how many people are so attracted to this kind of movie, and it doesn't matter what.
Come on, you got vampires,
yeah,
and you got bikers.
Yeah,
and old-ass orphans.
I remember one time I was in a car driving home, and I knew that they shot the Orphan scene somewhere near on the YouTube
yeah,
over there.
I didn't even know where it was
and
shot.
I drove around for 2 hours, and Anne-Marie said, "Go home." I was like, "I want to find this place. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find where the stoop." And then it was Long Island City, like you said. So
because we shot in 2 different places, the Orphan scene. It was in Brooklyn. I don't know where it was. And then we turned the corner when they take Mercy from us. And it was Long Island City.
I said something's gonna happen.
That 2 weeks of my life, it was only 2 weeks of my life. You know, I forget a lot of stuff in all that time, and these guys know every little thing about the Warriors.
Hell yeah, I was right near Aviation High School. I recognized that shit as soon as I saw it, yo. I used to go to that school.
Yeah, when I first saw the movie, I said, wow, this is cool. There's something different about it. It grabs you. It grabs all parts of you, the good sides, the bad sides. It's like it has your whole personality all in this movie, and you can identify with all the characters.
Lock your windows, close the doors, make it strong. I saw my love, that is love. It was legally possible.
It's Eddie Muentes. You're watching Hit Video and Film, and here I am with the Vampire Queen, and let me see those fangs. Oh my God! So you're in this Vamp Bikers movie. How did this all begin for you? How did getting involved in this movie work?
Actually, I got in with Lost in Coney Island last summer. I answered a casting call from Eric, sent him pictures. He called me up and said, "Hey, I love your look, and I haven't written this scene yet, but there's this like crazy girl who's gonna be raising money for cancer and singing and dancing, just like, you know, on the street in Coney. That sounds like something you could do?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So went down to Coney Island. It was about 100 degrees. Threw my bag down, put on some music, and just started, you know, step right up, dancing for cancer.
Great job.
Got, you know, people, just random people up off the street joined us, started dancing, and yeah, just loved working with this crew. So when he said he was putting together Vamp Bikers, I said, "Hey, that sounds pretty good. Hi, remember me?" I said, "Yeah, I want to be a queen." You know, what girl's gonna turn that down?
She said, "I want to ride a bike." Remember?
I did.
I got you to ride a bike.
I did.
Right away.
I said I've always wanted to ride a bike, and so my first day of shooting, got picked up at the train station by a bike, climbed right on, and that was it. I was made.
Did you feel like a natural part of you is being the queen of this movie?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What I love to do as an actress is exploring things that deal with fame and fortune, and just like that striving or already reaching that top. So Vampire Queen, calling my troops to arms, all of that. Absolutely. That's a 10.
So if you had the opportunity now, you know, after these movies are made, are you looking to get into any particular character that you would like to look at in the future?
I mean, I'm sort of splitting my time between stage and screen right now, so I'm all over the place. If it deals with this like fame and fortune, rags and riches kind of thing, I don't care. Contemporary, old-fashioned, stage, screen, anything in between, I'm there.
So if our viewers out there want to get a hold of your page or your website, or if you're on Facebook, why don't you give our viewers the information so they can follow you?
Sure. My website is my name, AlexandraCohenSpiegler.com. AlexandraCohenSpiegler.com. And yeah, all my information's there, links to my Facebook page, sign up for my newsletter, all that stuff.
Sounds great. Sounds like you're going to be busy because your life is going to be.
I hope so.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
always
cool.
looking for good collaborators.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure having you on our show. And whenever you want to pull your fangs out, wipe them out, you can do it right here on Hit Video and Film. Hit Video and Film. Here I am with Mark Ortiz.
Metal Militia.
Metal Militia. Is that you call this? Metal Militia? Is that your motorcycle gang?
Yeah, gang.
This is the Skull, man. Skull. So,
He said gang, and we like, we're not really.
we're a community organization.
Exactly.
Bikers, you know, that's always
Bikers,
that only makes the
bikers.
difference. All right, so how did you get into the movie?
Well, it's a funny story, man. I got into the movies with Eric Rivas through backstage ad. I started acting. Really didn't want to be an actor. My wife was the one who pushed me to do it. And I was like, nah. And she's like, "Hon, you gotta try this out. This guy is doing a movie called Lost in Coney Island." I was like, "What the hell is that about?" He was like, "About the Warriors." I was like, "I ain't gonna do that shit." So she was like, "No, you gotta try. I said, "You know what? Let me go over there and meet this guy." So I said, "All right." So I went up to meet Eric, and I came with my vice president at the time, Dutch, and we went to his office in Manhattan on 35th, I think it is, 38th in Madison. We went to his office, we sat down, we talked, and from there on, that's how I've been acting, man. It's been crazy.
Wow.
I didn't even know I can act. It was crazy. I'm like, my wife's like, "Hey, you can do it." I'm like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here."
That's who knew. Your wife knew that you can act.
Yeah, my wife, man.
She probably saw this guy's no. Go. We need some bread. Go to work.
Get your ass over there. Get to work.
Did she tell you that time? Put that shirt on and you go see Eric, right?
Yeah, you go over there and you go see it. Try it. Okay.
Well, look, it's kind of changing your life right now, right?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, I've done a lot of small films, you know, and a lot of the directors keep calling me back. I'm gonna be in this other series. This other series is called Indirections, and I'm going for the second season, and I play a fucking crazy psychotic drunk, and they wanted me back for second season, man.
In the back when they said that's a stretch, I don't know about that.
You gotta study some crazy people.
I don't know either, but whatever. So ever since then, the acting's been my thing. My passion is fighting. I've been out of fighting for like 2 years because I got into an accident. And now I'm starting to like the acting, so.
Damn, I was hoping to see you in extreme fighting or something.
Yeah, extreme. I love that shit. Yeah.
Well, you see him beat up Reb.
Yeah, you see him beat Reb up in the movie. So I get my frustrations out, and some of my MMA comes out. Tear him apart, man. Poor guy, I feel sorry.
Right, so I hear you drive a Honda. Is it a Honda?
What?
Relax, dude. I got this.
I had to say that.
Words, man.
Okay, and he stole the Orphan's line. And he stole the Orphan's line. You can't say that to a biker, man. No.
He did like this anyway.
We don't have Honda.
Let me tell you another story about my man here. We was sitting on a panel at the Puerto Rican Film Festival, right? So he was at the panel with me, and I leaned over and I said something. I said, "Yeah, my fellow thespian." So we get off stage, and he's sitting with me, and he leans over to me and he goes, "Bro, did you fucking call me a lesbian?" I said, "No, bro, lesbian." He goes, "Good. Lucky you was Apache Ramos, because I was gonna whip your ass right there." Oh shit!
So Skull, only ladies are allowed on your biker here.
Yeah, ladies.
Only
man.
ladies, right?
Well, let me
better clear that shit up. You're on camera.
Mommy, I didn't mean that.
Black Dawn. He didn't mean
My
that.
first lady, yes, it's allowed on my bike.
Yeah, this ain't the Blue Oyster Bar, man.
That's Dutch. Shout out to Dutch, man.
Oh, that is so cool, man. So you're gonna be in another series, right?
Yeah, but
And the Orphans wasn't invited, bro.
I just want to say that Eric Rivas is an excellent director. I see where he's going with all this, and he's got a lot of talent, man. And for him to use us and to see where that bikers like us, we have talent, is great, man. And it's good for the Puerto Ricans and heritage and our backgrounds and stuff, because you don't have a lot of Latino actors. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, I hate to interrupt you, but I'm the Orphan. What I like about the Lost in Coney Island with the bikers is when you think of bikers, you kind of think of white guys, And that's what fascinated me. That's to me fascinated me about Lost in Coney Island, because yes, there's a whole world, and and that was another thing I said was that they accepted me because I was in the Warriors, and I didn't know how much the Warriors meant to the biker community.
I want to say something about that too, because I had spoken to Dorsey, I spoken to Apache, and I tell them, I says, man, you guys don't understand what the Warriors did for us as growing up as kids. We admire that movie. You know what I'm saying? We used to watch it, and I used to want
that shit.
Yeah, we were actually living that shit because we were all in gangs when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? And to see them now, and I'm just even flabbergasted by sitting with this guy right here. You know what I'm saying?
He's flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted.
Big words.
That's a biker talking, bro. That's right. I can say that. Who's gonna stop me?
He did. That's Wheelie's on words.
But anyway, like I said, we tell them that they brought this out on us, and now, we just. It's just incredible to be working with them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like me working with the Warriors, Metal Militia, the fucking crazies, and it's going down in history because this goes back on YouTube, and everybody sees this, and our patches are gonna be seen, and our patches, everybody is gonna just go down in history with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people don't understand.
The Orphans.
The Orphans, the Warriors, all y'all guys.
Shot sirens.
Let me tell you that the Orphans are well represented here.
The Orphans got a lot of back from the outlaw community. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you, the outlaw community loves these guys. We love them.
They're royalty.
They're royalty in our world. You know what I'm saying?
The bottom line is brotherhood.
Exactly.
It's a brotherhood. And that no matter how you represent it, brotherhood is brotherhood. That's
it
the
is,
unity,
definitely,
then, and that's one of the things I took away from that movie.
Yeah,
People
for
fear
sure.
what they don't understand.
Yeah, for
right,
sure.
exactly. See, you know, people, they look at us and right away they're very judgmental. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know, these two guys, a lot of people, I have a lot of actors on the set, they complain and this and that, and they say, oh, Mark and Rebel's mad. They're mad too. I was like, they're mad now. Wait till we finish the scene. They're going to be cracking up. I said, watch them. I said, they're pissed at first. Eric, we got to shoot, And then when it's over, we're laughing. They have the most discipline. They'll stay the latest. And we can argue, you know, we get upset and we get mad at our chest.
But we understand each other.
Yeah, we know we're trying to do something good.
He's the director, he's doing his thing.
We're all in our 40s, we're all trying to make some of our lives.
I wish I was in my 40s.
She just went with it.
I'll be 60.
Well, listen, Skull. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, man.
Excellent, bro.
And whenever
Thank you
you're
for having
ready to bust something new, man, it doesn't matter a jaw or a leg, whatever. Whenever you bust out with something new, do it right here on Hit Video and Film.
Yeah.
You have your bike downstairs?
My bike's parked on 35th. I'm hoping
Because we
that
thought we were
it's
supposed
still
to
there.
go to Empire State
Illegal
Building,
parking?
like a bunch of
No, I had the, you know,
He didn't
those
put a ticket.
little meter
He didn't put a
tickets.
meter
I didn't
ticket.
put a ticket because, you know, bikers don't do that.
They should have some respect.
Oh, man.
They should respect it.
Cop this.